Welcome to Mindset English.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to Mindset English, the podcast where we have real conversations about the real challenges of learning English. I'm Edgar.
And I'm Lara, and today's topic... Okay, I have to be honest. This one is very personal for me. Like, embarrassingly personal. Because we're talking about something that happens to almost every English learner. But nobody really talks about why it happens. We're talking about what happens to your English when you get nervous.
And if you've ever been in a situation where you know you speak English, you've studied, you've practiced, you feel ready, and then the moment comes. Maybe it's a job interview, a presentation, meeting someone new, or just ordering food in a restaurant, and suddenly your English just falls apart. Words disappear, grammar goes out the window, your accent gets stronger, your voice shakes, and you think, why is this happening to me? I know this language. If that sounds familiar, this episode is for you.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story. And Edgar, you've heard this before, but I want to share it because I think a lot of people are going to relate. A few months ago, I had to introduce myself in English in front of a group of people. Nothing complicated, just my name, where I'm from, what I do. 3 sentences, maximum. I had practiced those 3 sentences probably 50 times. I knew them perfectly, and then, when the moment came, I forgot my own name. I literally blanked on my own name.
And that right there is exactly what we're talking about today. Because what happened to Lara in that moment has nothing to do with her level of English. It has everything to do with what stress does to the human brain. And once you understand why this happens, it stops feeling like a personal failure. It starts feeling like a completely normal biological response that you can actually learn to manage.
Okay, so explain it to me, Edgar, because for the longest time I genuinely thought, I must not know English as well as I thought. Like, if I really knew it, this wouldn't happen, right?
Wrong. And this is one of the biggest misconceptions in the entire world of language learning. Here's what's actually happening inside your brain when you get nervous in an English conversation. Your brain has a system called the fight or flight response. It's an ancient survival mechanism. When your brain detects a threat, it floods your body with stress hormones, mainly cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart rate goes up, your muscles tense, your breathing gets shallow, and here's the part that directly affects your English. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for complex thinking, language processing, and word retrieval, basically goes offline.
Wait, so my brain literally shuts down the language part when I'm nervous?
Not completely, but significantly. Think about it this way. Your ancient brain, the survival brain, doesn't know the difference between a tiger chasing you through a jungle and giving a presentation in English. To your nervous system, both feel like threats. And when there's a threat, your brain's priority is not to speak perfect English. Its priority is to survive. So, it redirects all its energy to your muscles, your reflexes, the systems that would help you run away or fight back. And language, complex grammar, vocabulary retrieval, those go to the back of the line.
That is both fascinating and deeply frustrating at the same time. So it's like, my brain is trying to protect me from English?
Essentially, yes. And here's something even more interesting. This response gets stronger the more you care about the situation. Job interview? More pressure, worse English. Talking to someone you want to impress? More pressure, worse English. Important presentation? More pressure, worse English. The situations that matter most to you are exactly the situations where your English is most likely to fall apart. It's not fair, but it makes complete biological sense.
Okay. And now I'm thinking about every important English moment I've had in my life, and yeah, every single one. The more it mattered, the worse I performed. That's actually kind of heartbreaking when you think about it.
It is. And I want everyone listening right now to hear this clearly. If your English gets worse when you're nervous, you are not weak. You are not unprepared. You are human. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. The problem is that it was designed for a very different world. A world where the biggest threats were physical, not linguistic.
So knowing this, does it actually help? Like, understanding the science behind it. Does it make it better?
Understanding is step one. Yes, because when you know why something is happening, you stop blaming yourself, and self-blame is one of the biggest things that makes nervousness worse. You get nervous, your English suffers, you tell yourself you're bad at English. That thought makes you more nervous, which makes your English suffer even more. It's a spiral, and understanding the biology breaks the first link in that spiral.
I remember the first time someone explained this to me, and I literally felt relieved, like, oh, it's not me, it's my nervous system. And somehow that made it feel fixable. Like, if it's a biology problem, maybe there's a biology solution.
There is, and that's exactly where we're going next. But first, I want to pause here for a second. If what we're talking about resonates with you, leave a comment right now. Tell us, what is the most embarrassing moment your English has ever let you down under pressure? We want to hear your stories, and trust me, you're going to feel a lot less alone when you read what other people write.
And while you're down there, hit subscribe. Every week we put out a new episode designed to help you understand English, not just study it. Okay, Edgar, solutions. Give me solutions.
Okay, so we have 3 powerful strategies, and these are not just theory. These are things that Lara and I have both used personally, and I want Lara to share her experience with each one. Because honestly, her journey with this is more relatable than mine.
Oh, great. No pressure. Just talking about my most embarrassing moments on a podcast, in English.
The irony is not lost on me. Strategy number 1, controlled breathing. And I know what you're thinking. Breathing? Really? That's your solution. But stay with me, because this is not just relaxation advice. This is neuroscience. When you slow your breathing intentionally, specifically making your exhale longer than your inhale, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is basically the OF switch for your fight or flight response. 4 seconds in, hold for 2, 6 seconds out. Do that 3 times, and your cortisol levels actually drop. Your prefrontal cortex comes back online. Your language center reopens. Lara, have you tried this?
Yes. And the first time I tried it before a presentation, I felt ridiculous. Standing in the bathroom, breathing slowly, talking to myself. But then I walked into the room and something was different. I wasn't calm exactly. I was still nervous. But my English was there, like I could access it. The words were coming when I needed them. And that had never happened before in a high-pressure situation.
And that's exactly the goal. Not to eliminate the nerves completely, but to keep your language center accessible, even when you're nervous. Because here's the truth. A little bit of nervousness actually helps performance. It sharpens your focus. It gives you energy. The problem is when nervousness crosses a line and becomes panic. Breathing keeps you on the right side of that line.
Okay, what's strategy number 2?
Strategy number 2, exposure training. The reason your brain treats English conversations as threats is because they feel unfamiliar and unpredictable. And your brain hates unpredictability. So the solution is, make English conversations feel familiar. Through deliberate, repeated exposure, in low-pressure situations first. Talk to yourself every day. Record yourself. Practice specific scenarios you know make you nervous. Job interviews, introductions, ordering food. Practice them alone. Then with a friend. Then with someone less familiar. Gradually increase the pressure. Your brain starts to recognize these situations as normal. Not threatening. Normal. And when something feels normal, the fight or flight response doesn't activate.
I did this with introductions specifically, because that was my biggest problem. I practiced introducing myself. I'm not exaggerating. Probably 200 times. In the mirror, in the shower, walking to the kitchen. Hi, I'm Lara. I'm from... Over and over. And now, I can introduce myself in English without even thinking about it. It's automatic, because my brain stopped seeing it as a threat. It became just something I do.
200 times might sound extreme. But think about how many times a native speaker has said their own name and introduced themselves in their life. thousands of times. That's why it feels effortless for them. Not because they're more talented, because they've done it more. Repetition removes the threat response.
And honestly, once I got comfortable with introductions, other parts of English started feeling less scary too. Like, it was a domino effect. One thing becomes comfortable, and it gives you confidence to push into the next uncomfortable thing.
Perfectly said. And that brings us to strategy number 3. Reframe what nervousness means. Right now, when you feel nervous before speaking English, your brain interprets that feeling as a warning signal. Danger, don't do this, you're going to fail. But here's the thing, the physical feeling of nervousness and the physical feeling of excitement are almost identical. Same heart rate, same adrenaline, same shallow breathing. The only difference is the story your brain tells about it.
Wait, so nervousness and excitement feel the same?
Physiologically, almost exactly the same, which means you have a choice. When you feel those butterflies before an English conversation, instead of telling yourself, "I'm nervous, I'm going to mess this up," you can tell yourself, "I'm excited, something good is about to happen." It sounds simple, almost too simple, but research actually shows that this reframe measurably improves performance, because excitement is a positive state, and positive states keep your prefrontal cortex online.
Okay, I want to share something here because I actually tried this. The last time I had to speak English in an important situation, I felt that familiar feeling in my chest, that tightness, that oh no feeling. And instead of thinking I'm nervous, I said to myself, out loud, quietly, "I'm excited. This is exciting." And it felt fake at first, like I was lying to myself. But then something shifted, and I walked into that conversation differently, more open, more present. And my English was the best it's ever been in a pressure situation.
And that is the power of the reframe. Your brain believes what you tell it, so tell it something useful. Okay, before we wrap up, we have a new segment. We're calling it the English Moment. Every episode, we're going to take one phrase or expression that came up naturally in our conversation today and break it down for you, because this is a podcast about learning English, and we want to make sure every episode gives you something you can actually use.
I love this. Okay, so today's expression came from something Edgar said earlier. He said, "Your prefrontal cortex goes offline." And I want to talk about the phrase "goes offline," because this is a really natural modern English expression that native speakers use all the time. When something goes offline, it means it stops working. It becomes unavailable. You can say, "My brain went offline during the exam," or "Sorry, I went offline for a second. What did you say?" Or even, "My motivation has been completely offline this week." It's casual, it's modern, and it sounds very natural.
Try using it today. Find one situation where something stopped working or became unavailable, and describe it with "went offline." You'll be surprised how natural it feels.
So to summarize everything we talked about today, your English gets worse when you're nervous because your brain's survival system shuts down your language center. It's biology, not weakness. And there are 3 things you can do about it. Control your breathing to bring your language brain back online. Use exposure training to make English feel normal, not threatening. And reframe nervousness as excitement to keep yourself in a positive state.
None of these are overnight fixes, but practiced consistently, they will change how your brain responds to English under pressure. And slowly, the situations that used to terrify you will start to feel like opportunities.
If this episode helped you, please share it with one person who needs to hear this. Someone who always says, "I know English, but I freeze when I have to speak it." Send them this episode. It might just change something for them.
And leave us a comment with your most memorable "My English fell apart under pressure" moment. We want to build a community here where people feel less alone in this experience. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you in the next episode.
See you next time. Remember, nervousness means you care, and caring is the first step to getting better.
See you next time.